I'm joined now by the Minister herself. Minister, thank you very much for your time. For sure, you are here to change things because we've been waiting for you for a long time now.
No, thank you for having us. We are here to make sure that the project of digital migration does not leave our poorest of the poor. We've been working with the municipalities in terms of the number of people who have applied using the indigent register system that they have, and they've really been responding. So you're here to push the last, what we call the last push for the connectivity, because Eastern Cape in general has the largest enrollment for set-top boxes. So we're here for that. But when, in my language, they say when you travel, you must also combine with other things. Part of the work that we're doing is that this area, like you've indicated in your intro, is one of the poorest areas, and network connectivity is a challenge. So we just indicated to the leadership of the municipality our project of SA Connect that we are bringing, and that SA Connect is enabled by the digital migration. If we switch off analog, we've got more spectrum that will make sure that the people of Ntabankulu and Alfred Nzo are connected. They can use the spectrum to connect the areas where we're not able to reach. With the mountainous areas where we cannot reach with the cable, so it's going to be expensive to use the broadband fiber to lay out there. But we can use the spectrum that must be released for that. That's why we're saying we must complete the digital migration so that the spectrum is released, so that women in Ntabankulu, in Alfred Nzo, are able to call for an ambulance using their cell phones because they've got those devices, and we are here for that. But also, as part of that work, we have then trained young people in the area within the province of the Eastern Cape. We've trained more than 100 young people to be installers, and in this particular area we've trained more than 12 people to be installers. So the installations that are being done is part of the young people who are from this area as part of our contribution to local economic development.
Okay, let's talk about the benefits of this migrating from analog to digital. How is it going to benefit maybe the Magogo in the rural areas there?
Well, first benefit is that their TV picture is much clearer, and we must indicate that it's not only people who have set-top boxes that can watch, it's also people who have digital televisions, because majority of people, when they go to the shops, they're now buying digital televisions. And to make it easy for people to buy digital televisions, we are going to be publishing a standard, the regulation to get the digital television marked as with the Go Digital logo, so that when you get in, you just have to understand, you see this logo, and then you know that you've got the right television. Minister Patel of DTIC have also then required TV manufacturers and distributors of analog televisions to mark their television as analog, and that they do not communicate, they do not respond to digital migration. With that, we are assured by the distributors that since 2016 there's been more than 2 million digital televisions around. So one, the quality of the picture is going to be good. But secondly, we have announced during the budget, the SONA debate, that we are going to be able to release more channels, TV channels, which will allow the local media or local stations and young talents to have platforms for entertainment. Hollywood and Nollywood and Bollywood, where the entertainment has grown, is because they've got larger platforms, and that's what this digital migration also avails. But what is most important, digital migration, completion of digital migration frees what we call the digital dividend, and then South Africans can then be connected. Remember, we've made a commitment that we want all South Africans to have access to internet by 2024, but that commitment is based on our us having access to the spectrum. And ICASA have noted that from the 1st of July they want access to the spectrum, so that the telcos can start to build their networks that will give them the ability to connect here. I'm sure because you are a local here, you know that you don't have network outside of town, and even in town the network is not reliable. So for you to be able to do business nowadays, you need to have access to internet. But an old Magogo who gets sick at night, or who gets a daughter-in-law or their own daughter who's pregnant, who needs medical assistance at night, they'll be able to call the police, because then they'll have network. They'll be able to call an ambulance for them to be assisted to go to a hospital or their nearest clinic, instead of going knocking to their neighbors for that access. So those benefits of connectivity are many. And the ordinary people who are selling in the markets, who are growing things, and this area is known for cannabis. So when the cannabis regulations are done, they can be able to sell their products in the international market just right from here in Ntabankulu local municipality.
Okay, let's talk about now the cut-off date. It's just it's just around the corner. Are you going to make it maybe?
We are making the cut-off date of 30 June for everyone. Actually, in some areas, we're going to make the cut-off date earlier than June. I think end of May we should have completed the provinces of Limpopo, Northern Cape we have completed, Gauteng we have completed. completed. Northwest and Free State, we should be able to complete within that time, and that we are pushing that we complete Western Cape also within that time, and Mpumalanga. So we are confident that we'll complete. We are also confident that by end of June, half of the numbers that were set by the court, by the High Court, that we must complete in September, we should be able to complete them by June. And with everybody, even the ones that we have to complete by September, we have a plan to complete them by end of July. So we are very confident of the work that is going on, and that's why I'm coming out on site like I continuously do, to just monitor the quality of work and to monitor that indeed the work that we said we are doing, it is being done.
Thank you very much for your time, Minister. Of course, Minister now is on the site, making sure that at least there is connectivity on the ground.